Hey, you want to know what's annoying? Is doing a cover and then finding out that, the people on the other end of the computer cannot hear the music, so it literally just sounds like you're just like belting out, from your toes a song, and you hear it in your head and you're just like Stevie Wonder in it. It's really annoying. We could talk about things if you want. Tell me about your life. What's going on? You want to talk to me? Anyone? No one? You know what? I don't need you in my life. I don't know what to talk about. So annoying. Don't know what to talk about. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I could tell a story. I know that Nicaragua had Wi-Fi. Did you know that Nicaragua had Wi-Fi? Kardashians are on. Should probably go watch that. I'm going to tell you about the time that I almost died at the library. Okay. So, I'm at the library. Or, I have this project, right? I was in, maybe the 8th grade or something? Something like that? No, was it in high school? I don't remember. Either way, I was, in middle school, high school. And I had to go to the library. My mom had to take me to the library. So, I had to go use their, printer, because at the time I didn't have, a printer or a computer. And, I went up there, and I was using the computer, and someone, stood up, and I could see it in, my peripheral vision. And from what I could see, just, from right here, it looked like a really attractive man. We're talking, Brendan Urie just stood up in my presence. And so I naturally was typing and then, jerked my head to, stare at him awkwardly. And when I looked at him, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not Brendan Urie, not Brendan Urie. Very scary man. Very scary man. Go back to your computer. Go back to your computer. Don't. And he saw that I looked, and so he's staring at me. And he's staring at me as he walked past, as he was leaving. And I'm just like, don't look, don't look, don't look. And, he's still. And then finally he was out of sight, so I was really happy. And I calmed down, and then I started, working on, my project or whatever, printing stuff out. And I printed everything out, and it was time to leave. And it was, mind you, probably 15-20 minutes later. I'm leaving, and I usually take the elevator. And the guy that, I accidentally, mistook for good-looking, attractive, nice guy was really, big, scary goth man with a chain attached from, his nose to his wallet. We're talking scary. Alright? We're talking, find my body in the alley a little bit later. Scary. Okay? And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get in the elevator, because homeboy's still here just chilling. Why are you still here? So I take the stairs, and I take them fast. Okay? I start going down the flight of stairs, and then I hear cha-ching, 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 cha-ching behind me, and that's his big chains all over his pants, clicking together. So that's how I know that he's still behind me. So as I'm going down the stairs, I hear cha-ching, 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 and I'm like, oh dear God, I'm gonna die. So I get off on the second floor, and I take a sharp left into the nonfiction, and I still hear cha-ching, 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 cha-ching behind me, and I'm like, oh dear God in heaven, help. And I'm mazing myself through the books, just trying to escape, and I hear him every step of the way behind me. And I don't know, I managed to circle, like, do enough of the mazing to where I ended up back at the stairs, went back down to the first flight, and I, like, bolted out of the library. And the second that I get out of the library, like, step out into civilization, I hear, "Brittany, we have the place surrounded. Give us the money. Now." Or something like that. But I definitely heard my name, and I definitely said, "We know you have the money." So I'm, like, standing there like this, not knowing what to do. And then I hear, "Put your hands up." And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I just keep hearing this voice. And in my head, since I'm already paranoid and, like, upset, I'm thinking that, like, the frickin' library is, like, surrounded by snipers, and there's, like, I don't know, some sort of mass murdering robber in there, and they think that it's me. And I'm just like, oh dear God. So I'm like this, in the middle of the library, just like, and just standing there. People are walking past me, just looking at me like, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I just start taking little steps, and I'm just like, oh God. I look at my mom, and I see her hysterically laughing. We're talking like, "You're gonna need adult diapers soon" laughter. Like, she was about to pee her pants. So, I mean, something was hilarious to her, and I'm like, what is going on? And she can't even talk. All she can do is point. And she points across the street to this restaurant that has a bunch of cops on the roof with a bunch of megaphones yelling at the people coming out of the library to give them money for some sort of charity thing that they were raising awareness for. It was like the Special Olympics or something. And I'm like, how did they know my name? And my mom was like, I paid them to say it. Like, just laughing. It was the funniest thing that ever happened to her. Moral of the story: don't stare at guys that you think are hot, because they could turn out to be weird guys who like to chase 13-year-olds down flights of stairs. I hope you enjoyed this, and if there's anything else that you want to hear, you want to ask me any questions or anything like that, you can either follow me on Twitter or comment in the description thingy below, whatever. But if there's anything else that you want to see, or anything else you want to hear, or you want a makeup tutorial, or whatever, just let me know. And yeah. Okay, bye.